All right, welcome back. Welcome back. How to flirt as a lady. So here's where this comes from. So a few
Okay.
times I've been on Auntie B's show, and this conversation tend to end up in a place where it's to me it sounds like a lot of ladies are not aware they're supposed to know how to flirt, right? Or the other side of it is they will say things like, "I can't come off as desperate," right?
Okay.
I don't want to, like the way we were raised in Nigeria, especially.
Oh my
If you're
God.
raised traditionally,
Don't
even
get
those
me started on that.
even those that are raised, right? It's like the man is supposed to do the toasting. So now, even nowadays, the men's toasting is like, "I'll take care of you."
Oh, they say I love you, and you're like, okay.
Oh, Nigerian boys are very quick
Nigerian
to
boys
"I
always love you. Like,
right?
how? You just met me.
Yeah. So, so we've said it a few times. Said we're going to say something, but you were telling me something last week. Something to the effect of you owning up with your full chest. Earlier we were on Auntie B's show too,
Right.
and she asked me. She said, "How long did it take me to propose after I proposed? No, how long did it take me to propose to you after
Right. After we dated.
Right, and what's that? What's that number?
Well, we dated
Let
two
me make sure I'm correct.
years,
Okay,
and
2 years. I'm correct.
proposed, and then that 1 year we were planning our wedding, right?
Right. So we were together for 3 years before we got married.
Yes.
Right. So, Jesus Christ. But anyway, but yeah. But the first kind of like these days people say the coffee date. Take
Coffee
people on a
date.
coffee date. The reason why the men want to do that is they don't want to finish spending $200 per plate, and they find out that the girl just wants to eat.
Man, come on. I mean, you don't have to
Wahala.
spend $200 to, toast a girl.
But anyway, you were telling me how you were flirting with me.
Right.
So-
So you want me to share the story?
I share the story, and also you are a flirt.
I am.
Okay.
I flirt with my eyes. When I talk to people, I don't know. Men tend to be mesmerized, and I'm like,
All right,
I'm
let's
married.
slow down. When you say
Chill.
you are a flirt, to some people that means you are in bed with every.
Oh, no.
Okay, all right.
No.
What it
I
means
just know
is that
I think I can seduce someone's heart with conversations.
with conversations.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
tell
I
them.
gotta be careful.
They want to
Before I have
know.
some stalkers.
The ladies here in the Prestige family, they want to know. Maybe you can share one or two or three things on.
So I will share my own story because, to be honest, I can't tell you this is how you do it. It depends on who you are,
Right.
So when I met this dude right here, we met through a mutual friend. He was my senior in high school. I went to high school in Nigeria, boarding school, and he invited me to Thanksgiving dinner. And I didn't have a ride at that time. So I said, I don't have a ride and I would love to come with my sisters. And he said, don't worry, I'll send my friend to you. So he sent Ola to
Send me.
When you
I may be
picked
the
us
guy
up,
that now this
he was
the
so,
guy that I
oh my
am, of
God.
course.
When
right?
he sat in the car, we entered, he said hello. Me, automatically when I saw you, being a dark chocolate guy.
Hold on,
and-
baby. Let me first of all shout out all the Obodo fam who just came in. Shout out to all of you that just came in from Obodo fam. Hit that like button on your way in. Thank you for coming. Thank you.
Thank you guys.
All right, continue it.
So me, I like dark skin guys. So when I saw him, I was like, this bro is cute though. So
That's what you said?
Yes, and what attracted me more was you barely said anything. You said hello, and you weren't arrogant. You were just confident, and I just love that about you. But I maintained my side. You maintained.
Are you
your
trying to
side.
say confidence is sexy?
It's very sexy.
Okay, continue.
I fell for that, but I don't think you even knew. Cause on our way to the dinner, not an accident. You got harassed by somebody, and me and my
Right,
sister,
some guy catch. Damn,
me
remember
and
all
my
the story.
sisters,
Jesus
we were
Christ.
hard on this person. We were
You
busting
remember
it out
everything.
because
Jesus.
We lived in Newark at
Some
that
guy tried to
time.
cut me. Yeah.
Yes, we cussed him out. I'm like, how dare he? Like, this is my man already. Me, I'm already fighting for you.
In 2 seconds, this was a block away from your
Oh
house.
my God.
Okay,
It
continue.
was so dramatic. Anyway, we go to the dinner. We were in two separate sides. You didn't even say anything to me that night.
I didn't that night.
Yeah, that night you didn't say anything.
I didn't say anything with regards to my intentions.
No, you never
Oh,
said
okay,
anything.
all right.
So we didn't see each other until, I think, was it 6 months? I was in school. You came to my school.
Yes, it was like about that. About
So
6 months.
He was.
But you didn't tell them why. I didn't see you for 6 months.
I will explain
Okay.
now. He was so he goes to NJIT in New Jersey, and I was in Essex County at that time. And you come to Essex County a lot, right? Why were you there on that particular day? Because I know you didn't come for me.
I don't know if I should say a lot because my timeline be off these days. That's like years ago now.
So you
right?
don't remember.
But I did come a lot. Let me just say that.
You came a lot.
If I have like time off or anything, we can, because it's a lot of chicks in Essex County, man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You did what guys did. Yeah. Anyway, we bumped into each other. So when I saw him, I was like, Bawoni. In Yoruba, is like, how are you? So, and he was like, I've been trying to get your number, but my friend won't give it to me, blah, blah, blah. I was like, oh, really?
Right.
Okay, I'll give you my number. You were like, you want to come and borrow some movies? Because I used to watch a lot of movies.
Right.
Before.
Back in this one, we used to carry, it wasn't even CDs then. I think it was VHS.
It was CDs.
It was CDs already?
It was CDs.
Okay, in 2003.
It was in 2003.
Okay, all right. CDs, okay.
Yes.
So, it was CDs. It was VCDs. I remember. It was VCDs.
Yes.
By the way, we didn't go to VCDs here in Yankee. It's only Nigeria.
Anyway, it was in Nigeria. So it's Nollywood movies. But this lady, she will record the movies on a VCD and sell it. And I used to buy a lot of it. And he knew that I loved to watch movies.
Right.
So you asked
me. She was burning VCDs.
She made so much money from
it.
I would have built a house with that money that she collected.
We even forgot the name they used to call it when you steal people's stuff and you duplicate it.
It's piracy.
Piracy.
Yeah. And I was buying that.
Jesus.
Oh my God, God forgive me. Anyway, so he now said he was going to stop over to borrow a movie or something like that.
Right.
And I was like, and then he was like, I'm going to eat. And I'm like, you're going to eat, but you're not going to invite a lady. Like, seriously?
On that same day.
Yeah.
Not on that same day when I got your number.
Right. You got my number. Right. And that's how I basically inserted myself. Like, see, I just inserted myself.
So it's like finding ways to insert yourself.
Right.
Right. In a way that doesn't come off as desperate. So obviously that would depend on the guy you're dealing with.
It depends on the guy.
That's some guys,
my story.
Maybe the way they carry themselves is going to look like you're desperate.
Right. But you were already open, and I could tell, and I saw the openness, and I was like,
so you look for openings.
You have to look
for
openings. Imagine if you weren't open, it would be awkward for me. And then if it's another guy that is maybe loud, he probably will treat me like a hoe.
Right.
So you have
304, baby.
Oh, 304. Sorry. 304.
Yeah.
So you have to look at little cracks or opening, and then you can now go in. And that's how I was like, you're not going to invite a lady? And he was like, oh, yeah, sure, you can come with me. And I remember we went to
So the line is, you're not going to invite a lady?
Yes, I said that to you.
That's what got me?
I said, you're going to eat, but you're not going to invite a lady.
Yeah. And I was going to go eat Chinese food. And she doesn't eat Chinese food.
I don't like Chinese food. I sat down there, I ate some fruits, we chatted for how many hours?
We're talking about everything. I don't remember.
3 to 5 hours.
Since when you're counting that, you're counting time. I just know we sat down there and we were talking.
Forever.
And I just know that we're talking forever.
Yep.
And that was my idea of how I want to spend the rest of my life.
And then he asked me out to the movies. And I'm like, sure, let's do it.
Right.
And the movie is another story. Oh, Jesus.
The movie is another story. We'll tell that story another day. Hannah, answer this person, right? I struggle with flirting. It's my nature. Shout out to Gomer. It's my nature and nurture that affected this, but I know the skills. I just don't use it. What would you say to her?
I would say you should practice it now. If you know.
Listen, are you in my head? Jesus Christ.
You should practice it. And don't be scared. Because sometimes we live in our head and we overthink things. And I'm saying this because I know I do.
We do. Especially, and I know Gomez contributes a lot here. A lot of gems. And I know when you're cerebral, you tend to live in your head too much. And it's now the work is to relax and
yes, you have to
stay out of all the knowledge you have. Like that knowledge sometimes is working backwards. Right. Practice. Not what you know is who you know. It's about how long you practice, how many hours you in anything in life, literally. Yeah. So you just have to, and it means you're willing to take risk, but you call it risk when you're attached to the outcome. Detach yourself from the outcome. This person is not going to be your husband. it's a good
You're
skills
just
to have
having
and
a good
practice.
time. Yeah. And let me tell you something. Can I shock you? When I was in high school,
Shock us.
I was the geekiest of all geeks. I'm telling you, up till today.
What?
He shock you.
It shocked you.
When they see me, they'll be like, "Oh my God, I didn't know you could talk." I am telling you, like I grew into this, and I didn't grow until I went to college in Nigeria. I went to OAU.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, Sister B is
She's a
great
alumni.
fair. Yes.
Yeah.
So I went to, and that's when I found myself. So
Right.
keep practicing.
Yeah.
It will come to you.
Yeah. Shout out to Bio and everybody that just came in. Cool, mama. Good to see you all. Good to see you all.
Hi guys.
And of course, Auntie B is here. I knew she was hiding
Auntie
there somewhere.
B.
Good to see you, Auntie B. All right. So we'll be right back. We have more to talk about.